Hi. How you doing? How was your week? We had a good week. We're getting through the weeks. Not easy. It's not easy. It's hard. Last Sunday, I told you, we went to Ronald McDonald House in New Brunswick. And we were able to bring aluminum so that they can trade it in for money, so that they can keep that agency going to take care of the families and the children who are in the hospital. So we got there and we had a lot of those little soda can tabs, almost 100 pounds worth. And we had our family and our friends that are family with us. And they were grateful. The people at Ronald McDonald House were grateful. And we are so grateful to all of you, because there's so many of you who see this video, who may be friends with us on Facebook or Instagram, or that we work with, our friends and the family that we love, who not only collected those things, but asked other people to collect those things, and asked people who they work with to bring them in, to be able to help. You guys are amazing. We're so, so blessed to have you. And so that's one of the things that I was thinking about. I saw a TikTok video, and it was Cory Booker. And he had talked about a phrase that he had learned, a Hebrew phrase. I'm gonna try to say it, and please forgive me if I say this wrong. Gamza Latova. And Gamza Latova means, as far as I can see, this too for the good. Meaning, when you have bad things happening, when you have crises, when there's something that you don't ever think you'll get out of, that you'll get better, something good comes. And I am not saying that warrants, I'm not saying that that justifies the bad stuff. I do not believe that. What I do believe is that when bad stuff happens, maybe we can survive because there might be something good that comes. When Colleen was in the hospital and all those people came to visit her, I couldn't fathom how she had affected all of those people. The ones that came to the funeral, 400 people. I don't even know 400 people. This was a way for us to see Colleen as she really was, and not just our daughter, but an amazing, caring, empathetic woman. We knew she was a wonderful mom and a perfect mom. We knew she was a good wife. We also knew she was an incredible teacher. What we did not know was all those people and how they personally were affected from that really horrendous thing that happened. Came a little bit of good, a little bit of explanation of who she was. And part of that was in trying to honor her and talking to people and knowing that this was important to her, these children and these families, because she was one of those kids that was in the hospital when she was young, her brother too, and she knew and wanted to help. All right, so Cory Booker said, sometimes out of adversity comes good. And we all need to remember that. I need to remember that, because you know what? I forget. And sometimes in my head, it's all bad. Sometimes in my head, I can't climb out of this fear, this anxiety, this panic. I need to remember that God's still here. So where do I find him? I find him in the tabs that we collected for those children. I find him in the amount of people that still to this day contact us and tell us how Colleen affected them. I find them in the people I work with who care, the people who are my friends, who love, and the family that we have that's close. I find the good from the adversity in our granddaughters. I would trade for a second to have her back, but that's not possible. So what I need to do is feel the good that I see in this world. And you guys are it. You guys are that whole thing. You gave us enough time and energy by collecting those tabs, by talking to your friends about it and your family members, so that we were able to make a difference, a little bit of a difference. There's a song I found. Before I read the song, I want you to know it's not just a Jewish thing. Romans 8:28. We know that in everything God works for the good of those who love him. They are the people God called because that was his plan. God finds the good in the people. We take what we find, that good, and help us through the hard times. I don't know if that makes any sense, but I know I gotta remember, so I can get through those hard times. I gotta remember that God's gonna give us good, along with the really bad. This is called Rise Up by Andra Day. You're broken down and tired of living life on a merry-go-round, and you can't find the fighter, but I see it in you. So we're gonna walk it out and move mountains. We're gonna walk it out and move mountains, and I'll rise up like the day. I'll rise unafraid, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. I'll rise up high like the waves in spite of the ache, and I'll do it 1,000 times again. When the silence isn't quiet, and it feels like it's getting hard to breathe, and I know you feel like dying, but I promise we'll take the world to its feet and move mountains. All we need is hope. And for that we have each other. And we will rise. We're here for each other. We go through these really hard times, losing someone, of divorce, of losing a job, of missing our friends and our family. And God just puts a little bit of good into our lives. He shows us how good people are. He shows us that we are blessed with the people that we love and the people that love us, and what they will do for us and what we will do for them. You're probably babbling. I just want you to know I love you. And I know you're there for us. And I want to be there for you. And I want to remember that even though we're going through this horrendous thing and it's never going to end, there's some good there. And it's you. I love you a lot. I miss you. But we'll be together soon. Have a good week.